Everyone, welcome back to my channel, Watcher of the Forest. How are you doing today? Happy Friday, right? Happy TGIF. Thank you so much to everyone who likes and subscribes and comments. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for showing me so much love. I love you too. So to my ancestors, angels, and benevolent spirit guides, known and unknown, thank you so much for your guidance and protection through every realm. Okay, so let's get into this reading. It's for the collective, okay, so can be for anyone, male, female, doesn't matter. So I pulled the cards already. I did pick a love card, and it's marriage vows. Forever isn't fantasy here. It's a shared choice. Marriage is either present, predicted, or deeply desired. Okay, so that's what the reading is about. And when I was pulling my tarot cards, I was channeling Michael Jackson's song, a Michael Jackson song. It was "One Bad Apple Doesn't Spoil a Whole Bunch, Girl." I keep hearing it in my head. So one bad apple doesn't spoil a whole bunch, girl. Okay, that's the song. So the first card out we got was a Ten of Swords. It's an air sign, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Of course, you can be any sign. It is, you have reached rock bottom, but the only way to go from here is up. Betrayal, pain, loss, endings. Okay? And then if you can, you get that card and then you get that song, one bad apple doesn't, one bad apple, isn't the whole bunch, girl, right? So maybe it's just one bad person. I have one negative card and the rest are all positive. So, okay, right? So 1, 1, 11. And this is a 10. So listen to your intuition. I wanted to say also, marriage vows, if you ever, and I don't know why, but last night when I was doing dishes, I was thinking about this also. Like if you're ever, for a man or a woman, you're up at the altar, right? Getting ready to say your vows to someone that you love, but you might love them, but you still have cold feet. I know cold feet is a term for, just not knowing what to do, right? So people call it cold feet, but it's there for a reason, right? If you listen to your intuition, listen to God talking to you and your spiritual team, what are they saying to you? We know you love this person. It might not be the right time to get married right now, right? Maybe you two are arguing about something. Just getting married isn't going to solve that for you, right? It's not at all. So unless you're, 1000% happy and yes, this is the person for me, I don't want you to get married. You know what I mean? It's just not worth it. And don't worry about saving face or, your parents, oh, I spent money on this. So what? They can still have a party. Have a party and relax and have fun, right? I mean, seriously, it's just money, right? It's not your life. Your life that you're going to go into your honeymoon and you two are still arguing about whatever you were arguing about before you got married, right? That's no way to start a new life together. Absolutely not. Just because you tie the knot doesn't mean that those problems are going to go away. They're just going to intensify, right? I mean, come on. So marriage vows, forever isn't fantasy here. It's a shared choice. Marriage is either present, predicted, or deeply desired, right? Okay, so we got the Ten of Swords. So whoever I'm reading for, I believe you're the High Priestess. Timing is hidden. Knowledge speaks, but wisdom listens. Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. Is this person, this man you're going to marry, this woman you're going to marry, is it your end-all be-all? Is it your ride or die person, right? I mean, I hope you have dated for years and years and years so you really get to know each other. Okay. High Priestess is a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And it's number 2, also means you're in alignment, right? With whatever that is in your life. You're listening to your inner wisdom. but you hold secrets within yourself. Maybe you're holding a secret of, this person you want to marry, but, you kind of know what he's like or what she's like, and you're not 100% or even 1,000% sure if this person is right for you, right? You have Eight of Pentacles. Practice makes perfect. Hard work always pays off. Sure, it does. Hard work does pay off. Do you two need to do some more work together? And I don't mean like physical work, I mean mental work, verbal work. Do you both need to talk more, right? Do you need to talk about just everything in life, right? When you get married to someone, they say it's your other half, but that's really not true. Your other half is your inner being, okay? But anyways, they say it's your other half, and if it's your other half, then you should be going into this marriage just with so much joy in your heart, right? I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Okay, so, and then we have the Fool. I believe that you're feeling like a fool. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. You must take the leap in the unknown. Are you going to take the leap in the unknown and marry this guy that you're not really sure of? You were getting along, but last couple of nights together you started arguing. Do you want to take that arguing into your marriage? Do you want to start new beginnings with him or her? Or do you want to start new beginnings with getting to know who you are, right? Maybe you don't even know who you are. Maybe you want freedom, right? Maybe you want more optimism in your life. Maybe he or she is a pessimist and you're an optimist. They say opposites attract, but I don't know about that. I think people who have a lot of things in common attract, right? I think you have to have more things in common than opposite things, because when you have more things in common, then you can both go at it like, oh, do you want to play, checkers, or do you want to play chess? Do you want to go to Ireland together? And you can both decide, what do you like? What does she like? What does he like? What does she like, right? I'm not saying that you have to like everything that your partner likes. No, I want you to still be an individual, right? We're all individuals in this world, okay? The Lovers. Love is not about possession. Love is about appreciation, right? Love, harmony, choices, partnerships, union. The Lovers, air sign. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. What decisions do you need to make about love and relationships? It's a number 6. It's a reflect. You're reflecting. What are you reflecting on? Reflecting on when you two were just dating and it was all wonderful, right? When we were just dating, it was wonderful. He was a gentleman. He was chivalrous. He always opened the door for me, He asked me what I wanted at a restaurant, and then he ordered for me. He was chivalrous, right? And I love that about him. But now when we started talking about getting married, he doesn't open the door for me. He doesn't ask me what I want. I order for myself. And I feel like the charm from him towards me has gone. Do you know what I mean? And so if you feel like that, and if you feel like, I know a lot of brides think, oh, if I just get married, everything will change. Well, everything's going to change for the worse, right? It's not going to change for the better. If when you were dating, he was chivalry, and everything, and it was wonderful and great because he was putting on his best foot forward, right? Or she was putting her best foot forward, But then you all start talking about marriage, and then you notice that it just goes downhill, right? So you have to ask yourself, where did it go, right? Where did this charming man go? Or where did this sweet woman go, right? What happened? We started talking about marriage, and then, he changed or she changed, right? And now I'm seeing another side of him. Now I'm seeing another side of her, right? So I think you need to take a step back, right? It's a choice. Take a step back. You always have choices. Always have choices. If you decide, you know what, just something. It's your intuition, that little thing that you feel in your gut and your heart, just something. Something is telling me to hold off. Then do it. Do it, Oh, my dad spent a lot of money on this marriage. So what? Seriously, so what? It's money that was going to go to your marriage regardless if it was with this guy or a girl or whoever it was, right? So maybe the next marriage you'll have to pay for it yourself. That's fine, right? So if you said no, if you called him up and said, you know what, I'm calling off the marriage, I don't feel like we're on the same page, and if he says why, just explain to him or her, before when we were dating, everything was great. And then we started talking about marriage, and now it's, it's not great. And I believe it has to be great all the time. Yes, you are going to have some ups and downs, yes. But if you're getting that proverbial cold feet, right, before you get married, maybe you want to, why else would I be singing that song? One bad apple doesn't spoil the whole bunch. That's telling me that this guy or girl is a bad apple, right? They showed you their great side to impress you, to charm you, right? But maybe this person is a bad apple, not for you. I'm not saying this person is a bad person. No, they're just not for you. So just say no and cut it off. And it doesn't matter if he or she says, oh, great, my parents had relatives flown in from Italy or Florida or whatever, and they spent a lot of money. Just say, well, then we'll all get together and have a big party, a big reception party of not choosing each other. Agree to disagree, right? But don't go and waste your life, even a day, thinking that things are going to work out when you've already started seeing the signs, right, that they're not working out, right? So I think that's what you're coming to terms with. I really do. So you're also, this is a number 6, you're also reflecting. Your victory is a reflection of your hard work and determination. Success, inspiration, leadership. Yes, you're taking leadership role in your life, right? In your life. You're having a victory for yourself. You're recognizing this is a victory for myself. Whether my partner sees it that way or not, you know it with inside of you, right? You know this is a success. With inside of you, you're having a leadership, taking a leadership role in your life, right? That's awesome. And then the Tower comes in, which I love the Tower. The Tower comes in. Sometimes destruction is necessary to make way for new growth. Change is inevitable, unexpected, and unavoidable, right? Better you say no now instead of you saying no a month into the marriage or 3 months into the marriage, and what? You guys can't agree on anything. You've been arguing every night, you guys get home from work. Can't agree on anything, how to do anything together, right? And now you have to go and get an annulment. Why, right? Just nip it at the bud and just say no to begin with. If you start feeling that this person is this, one bad apple doesn't spoil the whole bunch, girl, right? Chaos, upheaval, revelation. Yeah, the Tower is your revelation. This isn't right. I'm listening to my intuition, God and my spiritual team is telling me this person is not for me. I mean, this person is still a good person. They're just not for me, right? Someone else out there is for me. And in time, after I heal from this, right, relationship, I will find the person who is right for me, right? You're going to have a sudden change in your life, like real quick, sudden change. But that's fine, right? It's something that's needed. I don't want you to go into a marriage thinking, oh gosh, I hope it works out. No, you shouldn't be going in with that kind of thought at all. It shouldn't be, oh geez, I hope it works out. It should be, wow, we're both so blessed. I'm so blessed that we found each other. And, I know that we love each other unconditionally, right? I love myself unconditionally. He loves himself unconditionally. We both love each other unconditionally, right? We both have God first in our lives, right? It's the only way it's going to work out. The only way. So this card is crossing into light. I face a new bridge on my journey to inner transformation. Like every day, I practice the laws of universal love. I approach the current situation with positivity, knowing it will help me grow and evolve. As I cross this bridge toward the light, I am reminded of the true meaning of life, right? Exactly what we were talking about. You are crossing the bridge into God's light on your journey to inner transformation. Yes, you're not going to let your parents say, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're, pulling the strings on this marriage. We spent so much money on this marriage. Our relatives came in, his relatives came in, or her relatives came in from all over the globe. And now you're saying, no, I cannot believe that. You must go through with it. You have to stand up. You have to be firm and stand up and say, no, I am not going to do that, right? You have to stand on your own 2 feet and say no. You know what? Instead, let's all of us, his family, her family, my family, we'll all just get together and have a big party. We might as well just do that. And the next time that I get married, I'll pay for it myself. Okay? That's what you say, okay? So the card we got for Law of Attraction is allowance. When you let go of resistance, abundance flows freely into your life. Release the need for control. Trust that what is meant for you is already on its way, right? So you're letting go of control. You're trusting that whatever is on its way is on its way. What is meant for you is already on its way, right? So this person, one bad apple doesn't spoil the whole bunch girl, right? From Michael Jackson. This person that you were about to marry is not for you, because whoever is meant for you is coming in, right? So you need to release this person. I release you in love and light. You're just not for me. That's fine. Okay, let's all have a party tonight. Let's all have a party tonight. Your parents, my parents, your relatives, my relatives, we're all just going to get together and have a big party. The money's already been spent. We might as well have fun, right? They go their separate ways. You go your separate way. You heal from it, from this relationship, right? It's very important to heal from it so you're not bringing in that, those energies into your next relationship, right? And you're by yourself for, however long you want to be by yourself, right? And learn to love yourself unconditionally, right? And then guess what? Trust that what is meant for you is already on its way. That's awesome. So whoever is meant for you, that person is already on its way to you. Whether it's a man or a woman, right? Or a dog. You have to say that, right? Or a dog, or a pet, or a new job, or you're going to live in a new state or a new country or a new vehicle, just whatever it is. It's whatever new for you, right? It's already on its way for you because you let go. You let go of what didn't serve your highest good, right? If you follow me long enough, I'm always going to say, Live your life for your highest good. This person wasn't for your highest good. Maybe they were when you were dating, and then you started arguing and you just couldn't solve anything together, right? Who wants to bring that kind of energy into a marriage, right? That's all I'm saying. So one bad apple doesn't spoil the whole bunch, girl. So maybe you had a bad apple in your life, but now, guess what? Now the next new thing coming into your life is going to be for you, right? And it's already on its way to you. I am constantly attracting love, abundance, and success through my unwavering belief in myself. Yes, you are. You believe in yourself. You love yourself unconditionally. You are constantly attracting love, abundance, and success through your unwavering loving yourself unconditionally, right? That's so awesome. Well, I am so happy for you, whoever you are out there. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you learned from this. I hope you got a bunch of, information that you needed, right? And come back and see me again, okay? So thank you so much for watching and listening. Be safe out there this weekend and stay warm. Bye-bye.